From streaming inside the Great Pyramid of Giza without permission.
Holy.
To illegally planning on jumping into the Venice canals.
100K, yo chat, 100K likes, I'm jumping in the water.
Bro, don't do it. It's illegal.
These are the moments iShowSpeed broke every country's rule and kept pushing forward. Egypt has some of the strictest filming laws anywhere in the world, and historical landmarks in this country aren't tourist playgrounds. They're nationally protected, and unauthorized filming there can be treated as a criminal offense. Speed being Speed completely ignores it and goes live anyway, inside the Great Pyramid, broadcasting everything.
Chat, did it look good on stream? Did it look good on stream, chat, yes or no?
At first, it feels unreal because he's laughing, exploring, and chatting with the live stream like he usually does.
It takes about 20 years to build this pyramid. 20,000 of workers.
It took 20 years to build this pyramid?
Yes. Because the first mission for the king.
It took 20 years.
Yeah.
This is massive though. Bro, this is... Chat, this is insane, man. Whew. Boy, that was long. Wow. Holy pyramids!
This is the Grand Gallery.
But the deeper he goes, the worse it gets. Despite filming in the forbidden historical places, Speed manages to get out.
Did it? Show the pyramids. Go back and show the pyramids. Show it up. Go up. Go up. Go up.
Here, you want this? Oh, you don't want
Go up. Bye-bye, chat.
Think we need it?
We are here.
I'll just hold it with you.
Okay.
We are here.
But that wasn't all. Speed was also forced to remove the original stream by the Egyptian government due to the strict local filming regulations, because sometimes the only move that's left is to pretend it never happened. But something he can't pretend didn't happen was the chaos he caused in Vietnam.
No, stop. Oh, yeah, got it, back up. Watch out, y'all. Go inside, go inside.
Move out the way! Move!
But first, in Thailand, temples are sacred to the people and their religion, and at the same time, the traffic rules aren't optional either. Upon visiting Thailand, he was mesmerized by the tuk-tuks and got a literal crash course on how to drive one.
Hard. The clutch. Yeah. The clutch is on the
Big
left.
stop, yeah, big.
This
Yeah.
is the brake.
Break.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4.
What?
4 gears.
Yeah.
Oh, 4 gears?
Yeah, you got 4 gears.
How do I gas? Where's the gas?
Hey, this is the gas.
Oh.
And he decided to give it a go, and well, let's just see how it went.
Oh shit. Wait, how do I stop? Oh shit! Ah.
After just starting, he loses control and crashes the tuk-tuk straight into the temple wall and barely gets away unscathed.
You good? Come.
He was visibly shaken. Some call it an accident or a mistake, but this was sheer disrespect to the country and no one was laughing. Speed ended up paying for the damages and formally apologized to the monks because this time there were actual consequences. And speaking of consequences, when it comes to rules, the Singaporean government enforces them hard, especially at the Universal Studios theme park in Singapore.
Transformers. Let's go! Optimus Prime.
Now, what you might not know is that the park has filming restrictions, and no matter how many subscribers you have on YouTube, you won't get a pass. Regardless, Speed live streams the entire trip.
Minion! What's up? Why you running away from me, bro? That W.
Until he couldn't. While he was going on a ride, security officials approached him. Speed tried to talk them down, but it didn't work, and he had to suddenly cut the stream. Period.
Oh God.
Sorry, sir, but for the attraction, we can't do any live streaming on the attraction.
What?
We can't do any live streaming on the attraction.
And if you thought that was messy, you won't believe the mess he got himself into in Norway. Before that, let's see what the hell happened in Vietnam. Till now, we can all agree that wherever Speed goes, crowds follow him. And that's exactly what happened in Vietnam. Blocking sidewalks is a regulated offense in a lot of countries. It disrupts flow, and it's enough to get intervention from the government and law enforcement agencies. But Speed? He doesn't think about any of that. He just wants to roam around, enjoy his time, and live stream.
We out. I want that. He made a hat for me. Welcome to Vietnam. Welcome iShowSpeed to Vietnam. Yo, who gave this to me? Come here. Thank you, bro. Yo, W him, bro. W.
And wherever he stops to interact with the fans or take a breath, fans gather around him. It starts off with a few fans who want to take a picture with him, and it ends with a mob completely surrounding the sidewalk.
3, 2, 1.
People can't get through, the traffic slows down, and what started as a stream becomes an obstruction. Another country with tight public safety laws, and especially when it comes to crowd control, is Norway. And when things go sideways in a crowd there, they go sideways really fast. And Speed, being the guy he is, didn't give much thought to that. While filming a live stream in Norway, Speed walks into a souvenir shop, streams, but sees the crowd increasing rapidly.
Shut the up! Get back! Get back! Get back! Get back!
With the help of bodyguards, the crowd didn't barge inside the store, otherwise it would have been total chaos. After Speed realizes that they're trapped inside this store due to the crowd, he decides to egg them on a little bit.
Y'all ready for this? Oh, that was so...
But now it sinks in. There's no way out other than to go out the front and brave the rowdiest fans he's seen.
Give me back! 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 Hold on, give me back! Give me back!
After experiencing this lawless crowd, Speed decides he doesn't think he's going to be returning to Norway anytime soon.
Alright, chat. Anyways, y'all, I don't think I'll ever come here again, bro. I'm not even trolling. I love all my Norway fans, but bro, y'all generally just don't listen, bro. I don't think I've ever been to a country where they don't listen at all.
With everything that has happened to him around the world, we believe Speed would have learned something from it, right? Well, not exactly.
I ain't over there! Hey, chill out! Long team!
From one rowdy crowd to another, Speed's trip to Lithuania is one of his craziest tours yet. The crowd there was absolutely insane for Speed, and the strangest fans followed him just about anywhere.
That's what I do!
Speed, we'll get some jiggy jaggy in the hotel, baby! Yeah, you like that? Yeah? You want another one?
Yeah, with you.
Yeah.
Hell no. Hell no.
It got to a point where rather than fighting the government due to the crowds, he had to join them in order to stay safe against these wild fans.
We got the army here. What's good? Chat.
People chucking eggs.
If this chaos wasn't enough, Speed decides to take it up a notch. He removes his t-shirt, signs it, and throws it into the crowd.
I'm about to give it away. Who let 3 in here? Oh, what the hell? Who got it?
Yes, to the same wild crowd who's been chasing him all day round. Chaos erupted in the crowd. and Speed had to be escorted out of there. This guy just doesn't learn how this disorder and madness affects the citizens of the country. Qatar and nearly all Middle Eastern countries highly enforce strict public behavior laws, especially around harassment and how you treat people. But Speed, ignoring all of that, decided to do something he probably shouldn't have.
Konnichiwa? No, Chinese. Konnichiwa?
He traveled all the way to Qatar to support Ronaldo's team, Portugal, and ended up causing some serious controversy there.
Argentina. Chinese. No konnichiwa. While
Speed was recording, a man from China entered the frame and gave him a thumbs up.
Bro, and I come.
Speed saw the guy wearing an Argentina shirt and immediately stopped him and started asking him why he was supporting Argentina.
Come back. Why you got on Argentina, bro?
The man couldn't understand him, so Speed started shouting what a lot of the internet felt to be a racial slur.
Konnichiwa? No, Chinese. Konnichiwa? Argentina. Chinese. No konnichiwa.
He played it off as content, but the internet didn't take it that way, breaking the one cardinal rule of treating people with respect. Speed's Japan tour was absolutely messy, like most of his trips, but this time Speed really went all in. During his live stream, Speed visits a mall in Japan, and even though he's thousands of miles from home, Speed hears a familiar sound.
Let's do it differently, guys. Let's do it differently.
Speed responds to them with his own barks, and in a Marco Polo game of dog barks, finds the guys who are making the sounds.
Good. Allahu Akbar.
Allahu Akbar.
Now, some might argue that they were having fun, but in reality, Speed was causing a public nuisance, and the people around him felt quite uncomfortable. Going from 0 to 100 is what Speed does best. Italians are a pretty chill kind of people, but even they were surprised by Speed's actions.
Ciao.
Ciao! While walking the streets of Venice, Speed decides to climb an abandoned building.
Fuck. Oh, come through. Yeah. Ciao.
And this is a rule violation in almost every country in the world. But he didn't stop there. He told his chat that if he got to 100k likes, he'd jump into the Venice canals.
100k, yo chat, 100k likes, I'm jumping in the water.
Which is actually illegal. But as he was about to complete this, his friend stopped him.
It's illegal.
How much? $500? Okay, I'll pay that.
Despite the warning, he said he'd do it anyway if all he had to do was pay a fine. He only held back after hearing he could probably be arrested.
I don't know. I think
Is it a court date or a fine? Because I don't want to go to jail.
It pays to have friends who are familiar with the laws of the country he's visiting. By this point, the pattern is obvious. Crowds show up, things spiral, someone gets hurt, or something gets broken. But Malaysia is something else entirely. He's inside a mall. The crowd builds fast, faster than usual. All Speed wants to do is take a quick bathroom break.
Oh my God.
Oh shit.
And he can hardly even do that in peace. From getting stuck inside a souvenir store in Norway to now getting stuck inside an Uncle Roger's fried rice, the unruly crowd was causing so much mayhem, we know so many rules had been broken. Eventually, the crowd was so much that Speed had to be escorted out after causing some serious chaos.
stop. No, this country's crazy. No, this country's crazy.
10 countries, 10 sets of rules, 0 lessons learned. Every fine, every forced apology, every deleted stream just became the next piece of content. And that's exactly what makes this dangerous. At this scale, the consequences don't stop him, they fuel him. The only question left is which country finally has a rule he can't delete, pay off, or live stream his way out of. If you enjoyed watching Speed break these rules, you'll love watching Speed make world leaders bow down to him.